Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Vikings going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now T.J. Yeldon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Bortles to throw on second down. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
On second down, Ivory. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, this is Ivory. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. It's a four-receiver look to the right side. Bortles. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball. Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. On second down, here's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that? It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. And there's a flag on the field. And his throw here's incomplete. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles. And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece. Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense. Second and 5.
Second down, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Bridgewater going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this one's high, but not very far. Penalty marker is down here. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Now a toss. This is Ivory. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
Second down following the run. They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Underneath to Ivory. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now the 5-year man, Brad Nortman, to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
Here again is McKinnon. Stays on his feet, and he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Here's McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. Green's got it over the middle. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bortles now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Second down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They come up in an offset eye. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On third down, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And down he'll go at the 25. So on fourth down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Bortles will try again on second down. Caught out left side by Robinson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing is Bortles. Underneath, Ivory. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and just 1. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Again, it's Bortles. On the right side, caught by Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Rashad Green. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. This will be caught at the 2. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now he's hit, and look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And there's a flat, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. They run once more with McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
To throw is Bridgewater. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And that'll bring up a third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on 4th down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 1st down, Bortles. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago, Anthony Barr. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. Von Hearns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Myers for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a play fake here on first down. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. We got three,
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. It's a 4-receiver look all to the left side. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. And this is caught by the rookie Treadwell. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, and if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards on the ground. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hurns with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. The extra point now coming from Myers. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
McKinnon, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Bortles to throw on second down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They run it with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go. Way Navy. Hey.
On third down, Bridgewater. And this is caught by the rookie Treadwell. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Bortles. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL,
now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Bortles. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Bortles. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keith's lead, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So they're going to go for 2. Bortles is going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now McKinnon, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Let's go.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They come out here in the eye. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 14 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Let's go. 180.
And they'll run it here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And now a little bit of a losing skid here. Only 2 games, but still 2 straight losses. How do they rebound?
Well, able to shake off the first one. Most people say, okay, sometimes we're going to drop one. But then you get to the second one. Now it's imperative that they get together and find a way to stop it. You start getting into 3-game losing streaks, all sorts of bad things begin to happen.
So for the Vikings, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.